Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Sam. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Sam, and I make videos about Huntington's disease awareness, and sometimes story times about Huntington's or story times about really whatever I feel like talking about that day. That's just who I am. So, if you're new or if you're a returning viewer, I am so happy that you're here and you've been supporting my channel for such a long time. And if you're new here, welcome. So, I am someone, I already said that I make videos about Huntington's disease. If this is your first video and you want to know a little bit more about Huntington's disease, and by first video, I mean with watching me, I have a playlist that I am putting together of videos that are specifically about Huntington's disease and, that stuff. Now, if I sound nasally, it's because I was sick this week, not feeling well, not feeling well at all, really bad cold, sore throat, the whole 9 yards. So if I'm sounding a little bit stuffy or that stuff, that's why. So anyway, but I really did want to record and, I'm looking forward to, getting into that stuff. But anyway, like I was saying, if you would like to go watch some of my videos, I do talk about what I'm going to call it HD, but Huntington's disease, because that's a mouthful. That's a lot of syllables for anyone. So I think it's definitely important, but I do know that if you would like to, see what it is, and it's a rare genetic disorder. And I do have some videos. Now, if you would like to not, if it's okay if you don't want to watch them, that's fine, no pressure. If you would like to go to the hdsa.org, which I always usually link, I always usually, most of the time, leave a link in my, in the bio or, in the video itself. So if you're ever curious about that, you can always message me or let me know. But I feel like that website has the most, I guess I trust that website more than, if you Google it you may not know what you're gonna find. So I would start there and then, yes. And if you would ever like to help, you can always donate to the hdsa.org. And all right. So I am going to, okay. So I did start this channel, not video, this channel to spread positivity. I was very lost when I started this channel. I was still trying to find myself. And I think after you find out that you have symptoms and just a quick little, really small little Huntington's information. So, because it might be relevant to this particular video, I'm symptomatic. Okay. If somebody in your family has Huntington's disease and they've tested positive, well, I'm going to call Huntington's HD for HD from now on. But if somebody in your family tests positive for Huntington's disease or starts showing symptoms and then they test, you have a 50-50 chance of getting it. And I got it, from a parent. And just because you have the gene does not mean that you will eventually become symptomatic, but you don't usually become symptomatic as quickly as I did. And that's okay, because I'm dealing with it. But so I was 25, I think, when I found out that I was symptomatic, or 26, I don't really remember, around there. And that's pretty young, but I'm still doing well, but the reason this matters is because today we're going to talk about, but anyway, so I started this channel to be positive and uplift, and I was just, but I think the reality of the situation is, and probably some of the reasons why I get not stressed out about posting, but is because sometimes we have bad days, but it's not just me. as people, as a society, we all have bad days, and I feel like that's something that everyone can relate to, not just people with HD. So if you're somebody that has a struggling day, if you're having a really bad day, here are some advice that I could try to give you, but I am not a doctor, okay? I'm not a, medical health professional, so just right off the bat, these are my opinions and things that have helped me. Okay. Number one, it's okay to cry. It is okay to cry. I think that people sometimes think, oh, if I cry, I won't stop. It's okay. You will stop. And sometimes you may feel a little bit better. Because for me, it's just like an emotional release, okay? But if you are going to cry and you are upset and you are having a bad day, that's okay. I think if, I don't want to say no. I was going to say something, but that doesn't really make sense or it's pertinent here. So I would say it's okay to cry, right? Number two, it's definitely okay to reach out to a friend or family member if you're going through it, right? The number one thing anybody could feel is loneliness or feeling like, oh gosh, I'm alone, I don't have anyone or anything. That's not true though. Most of us have some sort of a support system, at least for me, and I don't want to be a burden on my friends and family. But sometimes I need to vent or talk it out with somebody that I love and trust. And you would be surprised if you really just, open your heart and are honest with people, their response. And if they don't care, then you might need, if they don't care, then you might, that you're upset, then you might need to evaluate that friendship. But for the most part, I think, the people in your life will listen. Number three, it is, well, what, I don't know what number three is right now because I don't make a list, but I, just to get into crying and it's okay to call a friend. For me, I think it's okay to have some sort of a comfort that helps you. So something that makes me calm, I have these blankies that I've had since I was a child. And for anybody who's lived with me or knows me will know or remember the blankies. So for me, this is one of my comfort items. If I'm having a bad day, or if I'm a little stressed out, I make sure I have them within arm's reach. And that just helps me calm down. And that's something that helps me too. Now, I think another thing is, for me personally, is going to, and another thing that happens with my bad days, is for me to make sure that I am consistent with therapy. And that's another thing that I do to help me get through the bad days. Because if you know you have a therapy session coming up, or if you're having a really bad day and you feel like you need somebody to talk to, you could sort of think about the tools you learned and, to get through them, right? Now, this may seem like, oh, well, trust me. I I think this world itself is so stressful. I think we are all prone to feeling overwhelmed, and that's okay. And I think if you're dealing with some sort of a chronic illness on top of that, or you're, going through something, it can be especially tiring and exhausting. But I feel like if you have some of those tools set up and you just let yourself feel and make sure you have a support system, and you make sure you have people that will be there for you, which I think is really important, that you can go through the emotions and all that stuff. But I would say if you're struggling, I'm not a doctor, but my opinion would, I think therapy would be a good idea, but then again, it's not for everybody. And I am fortunate that I have, you know, surrounded right now by the right people, but in the past, I was not, you know. So just surround yourselves with that stuff. And, right. So, before I end this video, I just want to give a big shout out to all of my lovely friends and family. You guys are my rocks. You guys are my rocks. And if I ever don't reach out as much as I used to, it's not because I don't love you guys. It's just because I'm forgetful. Gonna be honest. And sometimes it's a little bit embarrassing because I do want to talk and catch up, but sometimes the stuff I have to catch up about isn't always the exciting news, and I don't want to make people sad too. But I think for me, what I need to do is I think I just need to let more of my friends in. And I know that's something I need to work on, because if you explain stuff to people, you'd be surprised how understanding they can be. So that's a process that I'm still going through. But I do want to shout out to everyone and, all the people that I love. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, or thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to, you can always subscribe to the channel. You can like the video and you can share it. And otherwise, have a great, great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.